Run for your life. Running is a method of terrestrial locomotion allowing humans and other animals to move rapidly on foot. Running is a type of gait characterized by an aerial phase in which all feet are above the ground, though there are exceptions. This is in contrast to walking, where one foot is always in contact with the ground, the legs are kept mostly straight, and the center of gravity vaults over the stance leg or legs in an inverted pendulum fashion. A feature of a running body from the viewpoint of spring mass mechanics is that changes in kinetic and potential energy within a stride occur simultaneously, with energy storage accomplished by springy tendons and passive muscle elasticity. The term running can refer to any of a variety of speeds ranging from jogging to sprinting. Running in humans is associated with improved health and life expectancy. Running has been described as the world's most accessible sport. Running gait can be divided into two phases in regard to the lower extremity: stance and swing. These can be further divided into absorption, propulsion, initial swing and terminal swing. Due to the continuous nature of running gait, no certain point is assumed to be the beginning. However, for simplicity, it will be assumed that absorption and foot strike mark the beginning of the running cycle in a body already in motion. Foot strike occurs when a plantar portion of the foot makes initial contact with the ground. Common foot strike types include forefoot, midfoot and heel strike types. These are characterized by initial contact of the ball of the foot, ball and heel of the foot simultaneously, and heel of the foot respectively. During this time, the hip joint is undergoing extension from being in maximal flexion from the previous swing phase. For proper force absorption, the knee joint should be flexed upon foot strike, and the ankle should be slightly in front of the body. Foot strike begins the absorption phase as forces from initial contact are attenuated throughout the lower extremity. Absorption of forces continues as the body moves from foot strike to mid-stance due to vertical propulsion from the toe off during a previous gait cycle. Mid-stance is defined as the time at which the lower extremity limb of focus is in knee flexion, directly underneath the trunk, pelvis and hips. It is at this point that propulsion begins to occur as the hips undergo hip extension, the knee joint undergoes extension, and the ankle undergoes plantar flexion. Propulsion continues until the leg is extended behind the body and toe-off occurs. This involves maximal hip extension, knee extension and plantar flexion for the subject, resulting in the body being pushed forward from this motion. And the ankle foot leaves the ground as initial swing begin. Good running technique: the runner's posture should be upright and slightly tilted forward. Leaning forward places a runner's center of mass on the front part of the foot, which avoids landing on the heel and facilitates the use of the spring mechanism of the foot. It also makes it easier for the runner to avoid landing the foot in front of the center of mass and the resultant braking effect. While upright posture is essential, a runner should maintain a relaxed frame and use their core to keep posture upright and stable. This helps prevent injury as long as the body is neither rigid nor tense. The most common running mistakes are tilting the chin up and scrunching shoulders. Stride rate and types. Exercise physiologists have found that the stride rates are extremely consistent across professional runners, between 185 and 200 steps per minute. The main difference between long and short distance runners is the length of stride, rather than the rate of stride. During running, the speed at which the runner moves may be calculated by multiplying the cadence, steps per minute, by the stride length. Running is often measured in terms of pace in minutes per mile or kilometer. Different types of stride are necessary for different types of running. When sprinting, runners stay on their toes, bringing their legs up, using shorter and faster strides. Long-distance runners tend to have more relaxed strides that vary. Cardiovascular benefits. While there exists the potential for injury while running, just as there is in any sport, there are many benefits. Some of these benefits include potential weight loss, improved cardiovascular and respiratory health, reducing the risk of cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, improved cardiovascular fitness, reduced total blood cholesterol, strengthening of bones, and potentially increased bone density, possible strengthening of the immune system, and an improved self-esteem and emotional state. Running, like all forms of regular exercise, can effectively slow or reverse the effects of aging. Even people who have already experienced a heart attack are 20% less likely to develop serious heart problems if more engaged in running or any type of aerobic activity. Cardiovascular benefits. While there exists the potential for injury while running, just as there is in any sport, there are many benefits. Some of these benefits include potential weight loss, improved cardiovascular and respiratory health, reducing the risk of cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, improved cardiovascular fitness, reduced total blood cholesterol, strengthening of bones, and potentially increased bone density, possible strengthening of the immune system, and an improved self-esteem and emotional state. Running, like all forms of regular exercise, can effectively slow or reverse the effects of aging. Even people who have already experienced a heart attack are 20% less likely to develop serious heart problems if more engaged in running or any type of aerobic activity. Although an optimal amount of vigorous aerobic exercise such as running might bring benefits related to lower cardiovascular disease and life extension, an excessive dose, marathons, might have an opposite effect associated with cardiotoxicity. Weight loss. Running can assist people in losing weight, staying in shape and improving body composition. Research suggests that the person of average weight will burn approximately 100 calories per mile run. Running increases one's metabolism. Even after running, one will continue to burn an increased level of calories for a short time after the run. Different speeds and distances are appropriate for different individual health and fitness levels. For new runners, it takes time to get into shape. The key is consistency and a slow increase in speed and distance. While running, it is best to pay attention to how one's body feels. If a runner is gasping for breath or feels exhausted while running, it may be beneficial to slow down or try a shorter distance for a few weeks. If a runner feels that the pace or distance is no longer challenging, then the runner may want to speed up or run farther. Running is one of the best ways to boost both your physical and mental health. It helps just about all aspects of your health. provides an outlet for stress relief and improves your mood and overall happiness. Besides being good for your health, running is also a great physical activity that provides a bridge to make some new friends. Running is also a great way to set a goal and then crush it. If you need some purpose in your life, now's the time to lace up and work towards your goal. What's more, running is free. You can run anywhere, and it's one of those exercises that don't need any special equipment or a gym to get started. So what are you waiting for? Here are some inspirational, energizing, and motivating running quotes, running sayings, and running proverbs to get you moving. The miracle isn't that I finished. The miracle is that I had the courage to start. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Don't dream of winning, train for it. Running allows me to set my mind free. Nothing seems impossible. Nothing unattainable. I'll be happy if running and I can grow old together. I run because if I didn't, I'd be sluggish and glum and spend too much time on the couch. I run to breathe the fresh air. I run to explore. I run to escape the ordinary. I run to savor the trip along the way. Life becomes a little more vibrant, a little more intense. I like that. The pain of running relieves the pain of living. If you run, you are a runner. It doesn't matter how fast or how far. It doesn't matter if today is your first day or if you've been running for 20 years. There is no test to pass, no license to earn, no membership card to get. You just run. I run because long after my footprints fade away, maybe I will have inspired a few to reject the easy path, hit the trails, put one foot in front of the other, and come to the same conclusion I did. Running is the greatest metaphor for life because you get out of it what you put into it. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. If you don't have answers to your problems after a 4-hour run, you ain't getting them. Ask yourself, can I give more? The answer is usually yes. A good laugh and a long run are the two best cures for anything. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Long-distance running is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. Don't fear moving slowly forward, fear standing still. Run like hell and get the agony over with. The marathon can humble you. The reason we race isn't so much to beat each other, but to be with each other. There is something magical about running. After a certain distance, it transcends the body. Then a bit further, it transcends the mind. A bit further yet, and what you have before you, laid bare, is the soul. As every runner knows, running is about more than just putting one foot in front of the other. It is about our lifestyle and who we are. Running is about finding your inner peace, and so is a life well lived. Someone who is busier than you is running right now. We all have dreams. But in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. Run when you can, walk if you have to, crawl if you must, just never give up. Run often. Run long. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Never underestimate the power that one good workout can have on your mind. But never outrun your joy of running. There's not one body type that equates to success. Accept the body you have and be the best you can be with it. Get going, walk if you have to, but finish the damned race. Running is alone time that lets my brain unspool the tangles that build up over days. I run, pound it out on the pavement, channel that energy into my legs, and when I'm done with my run, I'm done with it. Running is real and relatively simple, but it ain't easy. We run when we're scared, we run when we're ecstatic, we run away from our problems and run around for a good time. The freedom of cross-country is so primitive. It's woman versus nature. Good things come slow, especially in distance running. Keeping the dream alive is half the battle. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. The will to win means nothing without the will to prepare. If you are losing faith in human nature, go out and watch a marathon. You would run much slower if you were dragging something behind you, like a knapsack or a sheriff. Run in the morning before your brain figures out what your body is doing. Some people train knowing they're not working as hard as other people. I can't fathom how they think. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Running is my private time, my therapy, my religion. The obsession with running is really an obsession with the potential for more and more life. I've learned that it's what you do with the miles, rather than how many you've run. Remember, the feeling you get from a good run is far better than the feeling you get from sitting around wishing you were running. Running is a thing worth doing not because of the future rewards it bestows, but because of how it feeds our bodies and minds and souls in the present. I always loved running. It was something you could do by yourself and under your own power. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, I'm telling you it's going to be worth it. You could go in any direction, fast or slow as you wanted, fighting the wind if you felt like it, seeking out new sights just on the strength of your feet and the courage of your lungs. It's not so much that I began to run, but that I continued. Go fast enough to get there, but slow enough to see. Running is a road to self-awareness and reliance. You can push yourself to extremes and learn the harsh reality of your physical and mental limitations, or coast quietly down a solitary path, watching the earth spin beneath your feet. Running became the one event in my daily life that I looked forward to. Books and movies paled in comparison to the refuge of my feet, slapping painfully in the fresh morning air. Running is one of the most beneficial physical activities you could undertake. If you're not a natural-born runner, there's no need to worry at all. Besides making us healthier, running is a great social activity that can help you build a stronger and more meaningful network of friends. We hope these running quotes have reminded you that you don't have to start out running like a marathoner. Just a few minutes of daily running will significantly boost your happiness and make you live longer. Thanks for watching. Are you visiting our channel for the first time? Then click subscribe and hit that thumbs up below the video. Join us for more videos like this.